The first two episodes of the brand new Rurouni Kenshin anime are finally here, and I won't lie, I really enjoyed episode 1 and am even more excited for episode 2 and beyond, even if my journey through the show will be done using not so legal channels. I also have every intention of discussing the current series, hopefully in its entirety, and probably most of, if not the whole franchise in general, in the future. Which means I need to get the very obvious, incredibly unpleasant elephant that won't get the fuck out of the room out of the way. A few years back, the creator of Rurouni Kenshin, Nobuhiro Watsuki, was found to be in simple possession of illicit materials involving children. I'm not even going to get into the implications of Japan classifying such a thing as simple. Regardless, you'd still expect him to serve at the very least a few years in prison. However, consider that in America, we didn't even make the man behind Jeepers Creepers, this piece of fucking work, serve his full 3 years in prison, which is chump change when you take into account he was charged with even more heinous shit than the subject of this video. Yet America's slap on the wrist was somehow much more substantial, considering Watsuki only had to pay a fine of 200,000 yen. Do you know how much that is in America? Less than $2,000. He was also only suspended from working for Shueisha for less than a year before continuing work on Rurouni Kenshin's current revival, the Hokkaido arc. The reason this is so infuriating is because we have no reason to believe Watsuki won't reoffend. What ultimately frustrates me so much is that Nobuhiro and those like him who commit crimes against children in Japan have no real incentive to rehabilitate, and I don't know if that'll change anytime soon. Yet considering possession of such materials apparently wasn't made illegal until 2014, I guess it's not surprising. With all that said, I still love the Rurouni Kenshin franchise and am more excited than I can express to see it adapted in full properly this time. Just don't be surprised when I recommend that you pirate or buy basically every piece of media other than the live-action movies, which the author apparently receives no royalties from, that fall under the Rurouni umbrella secondhand. After all, that's my policy for consuming or purchasing Rurouni Kenshin anything now. And because I know a certain kind of individual will come out of the woodwork to blame those who won't support the official release if the series doesn't do well, or is cancelled, or what have you, instead of the creator, or Japan's pitiful child protection laws, by gaslighting others and claiming those pirating or abstaining from it hurt everyone else involved, let me just say a few things. First of all, I'm pretty sure most people in the animation industry have much bigger problems than the Rurouni Kenshin anime's performance, considering they're in what is often a grueling, underpaying job where conditions usually aren't that great. Then there's the fact that if a creator doesn't want their work to suffer, maybe they shouldn't do awful shit. The blame falls squarely on them and the systems that enable situations such as this to occur. Now that all the heavy shit is out of the way, if you wish to join me in future Rurouni Kenshin videos, I'll see you there. And if you're waiting for anything else I do and don't have any desire to watch my videos on Rurouni Kenshin for, well, obvious reasons, I assure you there's plenty to look forward to in the future.